Hey, Judy, I just got a call from Ellie. She says she's feeling sick again and asked me to pick up some stuff for her since she's not feeling up to going out. I'm also going to do a little bit of work around the house for her while I'm there, so I probably won't be able to come to your place tonight. Sorry about that. You can go ahead and eat without me.
Colton, are you serious? We've been talking about tonight all week. I was really looking forward to having dinner with you. I even left work early so I could go shopping and get a head start on cooking. And now you're telling me that you're canceling our plans to go and take care of your sick ex-girlfriend again?
I know, I'm sorry. She has a weak immune system. She gets sick all the time. She doesn't have any friends in the area, so I'm the only one she can count on when she needs help, like tonight. But you understand, right? You're one of the most generous and caring people I know, Judy.
Is that really true?
Huh? What do you mean? That you're one of the most generous and caring people I know?
No, that's not it. Does Ellie really have a cold? If you ask me, it seems like she's still trying to get back together with you.
Oh, I get it. You're jealous, right? Hey, you have nothing to worry about. Trust me, we broke up. My relationship with Ellie is all in the past. I'm only going to help her out because I feel bad for her, you know? What can I say? I'm a sucker for people in need. It's like those bell-ringing Santas at Christmas time. I can't help but toss a couple bucks into their buckets whenever I see one. I doubt you'd like me as much as you do if I were the type to turn down a sick woman's cry for help. So can't you give me a break just this once?
First of all, this isn't a just once problem. You do this pretty regularly. And it's just not normal for an ex-girlfriend to keep calling on you for help like Ellie does. Worst of all, why do you think it's okay to give your ex-girlfriend priority over plans you made with your fiance?
Come on, babe, don't guilt-trip me like that. It's not a matter of prioritizing you or her. I'm just doing my best to be as kind and generous to everyone around me.
I don't think it's very kind to me to keep canceling our plans like this. I've been getting things ready for our dinner tonight all afternoon. I made a big dinner since I was planning on both of us being here. And now that you're going to see your ex-girlfriend, I'm gonna have to eat it all by my lonesome.
Okay, now you're just being selfish, Judy. I don't appreciate you acting like I want to cancel on you at the last minute. Life happens. People get hurt, sick, you know? Seriously, could you knock it off with the guilt trip?
All right, I guess your mind is made up. But please, please don't be late tomorrow. The wedding planner said she'll meet us at the venue at 3 o'clock. You'll be there, right?
Yeah, for sure. You can count on me.
Colton, what's going on? Where are you? Are you all right, or are you feeling sick or something? I'm starting to get concerned.
I'm sorry. You don't need to worry about me. I'm totally fine.
Well, that's a relief.
Yeah, it's Ellie who you should be concerned about. She's gone and caught a really bad cold again. I gotta go and help her out with some stuff.
What? You have to be joking. Colton, today is our wedding. Oh my God, this can't be happening. Please don't tell me you're already on your way to her place. Everyone is here. They're all waiting for you. All our family, friends, they're just as worried as I am.
Yeah, my bad. The wedding's gonna have to be put on pause until I get back. Could you do me a favor and ask everyone to just wait a little while longer?
Are you out of your mind? What do you want me to tell them? That you're going to take care of your sick ex-girlfriend again?
No, you don't have to get that specific. Just tell them I'm running late. Ellie is in really bad shape right now. This is probably the sickest she's ever been. I'm nervous about what might happen to her if I don't get there soon.
Okay, Colton. You go right ahead. Drive carefully.
Sure thing. Thanks for being so understanding about this, Judy. Let's see. If traffic cooperates, I'll probably be back in about 3 hours.
Thanks for letting me know.
What the? Judy, where are you? I mean, where did everyone go? The parking lot's totally empty and no one's inside the church. Did you guys all go somewhere else while you were waiting for me? You can come on back now.
We all went somewhere, yes, but we weren't waiting for you. The wedding is off.
Wait, you mean you canceled the wedding? Why?
Let me ask you this way. Why on earth would I not cancel it? The groom up and left to go and see his ex-girlfriend. I feel absolutely humiliated. Not only that, I feel terrible for all the people who took the time out of their day to come to the wedding.
You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter with you? You sent everyone home? I told you I'd be back in about 3 hours, didn't I? Sure, I took a little bit longer than 3 hours, but that's no excuse for you to cancel the wedding the instant 3 hours went by.
Don't pretend like you're the one who's been wronged here. And make no mistake, I didn't wait 3 hours for you. You think you could just tell me to put a 3-hour pause on our wedding so you can see your sick ex-girlfriend? You've disappointed our parents and relatives more than you can possibly imagine, not to mention all the other friends who came to the church today.
I didn't disappoint them, you did! I told you to put the wedding on pause, not to cancel it!
You don't get to force everyone to adjust their schedule by 3 hours in order for you to go hang out with Ellie. People took time off work to be there. There were children who needed to be fed, had their diapers changed. Some people who came from far away woke up as early as 4 a.m. in order to make the drive out here. It seems to me that you just don't understand that other people's time is just as important as your own. This isn't the first time you've done this either. Every single time we've had a meeting with the wedding planner, you blew me off. Sometimes it was to meet with Ellie, sometimes you were working late, sometimes you were hungover from drinking with your office buddies. You used anything and everything as an excuse to ignore our plans.
Hey, those are all just as important as planning our wedding. Ellie needs me to help her out when she gets sick. My company needs me to do my job, and I need to build camaraderie with my colleagues. Are you telling me you matter more than all of those people?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it means when you get married to someone, Colton. It means you put that person and their needs before anyone else. That's how I felt about you before today. But not anymore. I am done with you. The wedding is off, and so is our engagement.
You're being completely ridiculous. So I went to help out my sick ex-girlfriend. Big whoop. That's no reason to break up with me. We could just plan another wedding for another date. Simple as that.
It's going to take me a lot of time and probably a lot of therapy to recover from the emotional pain you've caused me today. I don't want to talk to you anymore. So don't worry, Colton. You don't have to worry about me giving you a hard time for visiting Ellie ever again. I hope you two will be very happy together.
I don't believe this. I drove like mad to get back here as quickly as possible for you. And this is how you repay me? You're not breaking up with me. Screw that. I'm breaking up with you. Don't ever speak to me again.
Gladly. Goodbye, Colton. Aw, I heard the sad news, Judy. You're breaking up with your boyfriend because he'd rather spend time with his ex-girlfriend than you. What's your problem anyway? How possessive can you be? Seriously, if you were willing to break up with him over that, then I guess maybe you never really cared about him that much in the first place. Well. Hello, Ellie. I didn't expect you to contact me so soon. Come to think of it, I'm not sure why he called you his ex-girlfriend. I mean, he's probably been seeing you more often than he's seen me in the last several months. Aren't I amazing? I'm such a hot commodity that even after I broke up with him, I still had him waiting on me hand and foot. Yeah, you're something else, all right. Although I'd say that commanding your ex-boyfriend to come and visit you nearly once a week says just as much about you as it does about him. And the fact that he was so willing to comply says a lot about you too, doesn't it? But to be honest, I don't have any ill will toward you, Judy. Actually, I should be thanking you. If not for you, I might never have gotten back together with Colton. You know, something's been bothering me. Aren't you supposed to be the sickest you've ever been? You seem like you're perfectly fine to me, perhaps even a little bit too fine. Oh, no, I'm on my deathbed for sure. I'm not long for this world. Tell my parents I love them. Right. Glad to see you're doing well. I'm curious whether Colton actually thought you were sick or whether he was in on the farce. But that's not what's important to me right now. I'll deal with him later. My question for you is, why in the world did you want to get back together with Colton? Why do you think? Because now Colton's the one who's going to inherit the family business. I heard through the grapevine that his older brother, who was going to inherit the company, decided that he wanted to pursue his own interests. That was a big shock for his parents since they had invested a lot of time and effort into preparing him for the job. But since they want to keep it in the family, that means it's now up to Colton to keep it going. They're even paying for him to attend some big shot business school to prepare him for the job. I had no idea that was going to happen when I broke up with him. I see. So once you found out he was going to be a lot wealthier than you expected, you changed your mind about him. But those are all recent developments. I'm not sure how you could have heard it through the grapevine, unless by grapevine you mean through Colton himself. How long have the two of you been contacting each other? A while. That's all you need to know. But don't get me wrong, it's not that I only like him for his money. He's not too bad of a guy himself. And every time he came to take care of me, he would tell me how cute I was and how much he missed me. So it seems like he was pretty keen on getting back together with me, too. All I had to do was ask him to play doctor with me a little bit, and before too long, he was giving me regular injections, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you'd be hard-pressed to be any more obvious than that. I knew he was emotionally cheating on me, but thank you for confirming that you had a physical relationship with him, too. Not that I needed much confirmation. A bunch of times when he went over to see you, he stayed the night in a nearby hotel. I guess that hotel was your place. So much for his relationship with you being all in the past. Oh yeah, our relationship is very much a present thing. But for his part, he did seem like he was still intending to marry you up until earlier today. Wait a minute, though. Did you actually believe him when he said that there was nothing going on between us? Like, for real, he was coming to see me at least one night a week. What did you think was going on? In my naivety, I genuinely believed that he was a little dumb, but genuinely concerned for your health. Now I know that he is very dumb and thinking with his you-know-what instead of his brain. Oh, you can give him a little bit more credit than that. It wouldn't matter if he was thinking with his brain or with his you-know-what. Either way, he would still choose me. But still, he needed a little push in order to give up on you for good. That's why this morning I sent him a little note of encouragement. If you actually marry that woman today, then I'll never speak to you again. That's all it took for him to put your wedding on hold and come right away to see me. You should have seen the look on his face when he came into my apartment. It was hilarious. Ah, I see. Then he was lying when he told me you were sick today. Oh, well, that doesn't matter to me anymore. No matter the reason, I'm not interested in any man who would skip out on his wedding to see his ex-girlfriend. You want him? You can have him. Wow, Judy, you're actually taking this surprisingly well. Can I take this to mean that you don't have any feelings for Colton anymore? Any feelings I have left for him at this point are all negative ones, so for all intents and purposes, yes. Yeah, I'll bet you're bitter. You just had your fiance stolen away from you by his ex-girlfriend on the day of your wedding. I don't even know how you could bear to go on living after this. You know, I think I'll manage just fine, thank you. But are you sure you want to be admitting all of this to me? What if I went and told Colton that you're only after him for his money? Nah, you wouldn't do that. You said it yourself, didn't you? You don't want to speak to him ever again. Plus, since he's the guy who betrayed you and all, I doubt you would be too motivated to protect him from a wicked little gold digger like me. Wow, you actually understand me pretty well. Plus, Colton told me he blocked your phone number, so he won't be contacting you either. You're naive, but not a total idiot, and you're still kind of young. So it seems to me like you'd rather go out and find a new, better man than waste time on energy pining after Colton. You think I'm not a total idiot? Aw, I'm flattered. Oh, trust me, I was not complimenting you. I'm still a superior woman to you in every way that matters. You seem to have an awful lot of self-confidence. But are you sure you can make it work with Colton this time around? I seem to remember the two of you breaking up after he found out that you were cheating on him. Wait, is that what happened? Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, back then Colton didn't seem like he had very much potential. One day I came across a guy who seemed like he'd be able to take better care of me than Colton, so I jumped ship. But now that I know he's gonna take over his dad's company, oh, that changes everything. Like, you know how big his dad's company is, right? It's one of the most powerful companies in the state. What more could a girl ask for? I can think of a few things, but if money's what you're after, I suppose you're getting exactly what you want. I'll tell you the same thing I told Colton. I hope the two of you will be very happy together. Oh, you don't need to worry about us. We'll be plenty happy. Unlike someone else I know who just lost her filthy rich fiance this afternoon. And speaking of which, Colton is really mad at you. He's so mad that he actually wants to go right down to the courthouse so that we can get married today. Sounds like a wonderful idea to me. The fact that he was willing to blow off our wedding for you shows pretty clearly how serious he is about you. And from the way you've been talking to me, it sounds like this is the best possible outcome for you. You got that right. All my dreams are coming true all at the same time as your dreams are being shattered into teeny tiny little pieces. Thanks for being so understanding, Judy. Don't worry, I'll take real good care of Colton for you.
Hey, what gives? I thought we had a clean breakup. Now I find out you're suing me?
What did you expect was going to happen? Canceling something as big as a wedding isn't like canceling a subscription service. We had to pay costs to the planner, to the church that hosted us, to the caterer, to the other wedding staff. And all because you wanted to go and beg your mistress not to break up with you.
Wait a second. You mean Ellie told you everything?
She was having the time of her life spilling all the sordid details to me. Hold on a second, though. I thought you had blocked my number. At least that's what your ex-mistress and current wife told me. That's why I didn't bother to text you and just had my lawyer send you the papers by mail.
You're such a selfish little brat. You're really gonna sue me to get back at me for breaking up with you?
What do you think I am, some kind of emotional child? I'm suing you because I have every legal right to do so. Both my parents and yours told me I should hold you responsible in every way possible. You should have seen your parents on the day of the wedding. The look on their faces as they apologized for your atrocious behavior was incredible. It was like an exquisite combination of rage, shame, and sadness.
Wait, they were really apologizing to you for me?
Well, yeah, because unlike you, your parents are decent human beings. They assured me that they were not going to let you get away with what you did to me.
Yeah, I know. That's actually something else I wanted to talk to you about. Do you think that we can start over again?
Are you serious? I wouldn't get back together with you if you were the last man on Earth. You're really coming crawling back to me after all you did? How pathetic can you be?
Please, Judy, let's be adults about this, okay? I've done some thinking the last few days, and I realized that it was a mistake to marry Ellie.
Oh, you realize this now? Well, maybe you should have thought about that before leaving me standing at the altar to go see her.
I know. I have no idea what I was thinking then. I realize now what an idiot I was, and I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah, I'll bet you are. Now, if you don't mind, I would love to hear an explanation. So let me grab some popcorn and tell me all about it.
Huh?
Tell me why you're crawling back to me apologizing and regretting marrying Ellie. There must be some reason you're debasing yourself like this.
Well, I just realized that you're the right girl for me, that's all.
Nice try, but wrong. Would you like to tell me the real reason, or shall I say it for you?
You mean you know?
First, your father rescinded his offer to give you the company, and he fired you from your current job. Then you told Ellie about that, who went totally berserk. And now she's coming out and admitting that she only married you for your family's money. Since you're not getting that anymore, she wants nothing more to do with you. Is that right?
Yeah, that about covers it.
I thought so.
My dad was blowing up my phone with calls and texts the day of the wedding. I wasn't in the mood to talk, so I ignored it. But then the next day he came straight over to my apartment and told me he was firing me.
You didn't see that coming? You bailed on your own wedding to go and see your ex-girlfriend and current mistress. Imagine how badly his company's image would suffer if a monster like you took over. There would be a news article every day highlighting your most egregious exploits.
I'm really, really sorry, Judy. I've never seen my dad get that angry before. I screwed up, big time. And the worst part, I thought I could count on Ellie to support me. I mean, this is the biggest disaster of my life. But all she did was yell at me. I never should have chosen her over you. That was a huge mistake.
Wow, we actually agree on something. It was a huge mistake for you to cheat on me with a vile, lowly, gold-digging, home-wrecking succubus like Ellie.
I know that. You don't have to remind me. I was a complete and total moron for cheating on you. It took me messing up this bad to learn the most important lesson of my life. I don't want a wife who's only going to be there for me in the good times. I want someone who's going to be loyal and true, who'll stick by my side even in the worst of times. The only reason Ellie wanted to marry me was because she thought I was going to inherit my dad's company. I had no idea that's the kind of woman she was.
Wow, you mean you didn't realize that the first time she cheated on you? You are such an idiot. I was always going to be there for you in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer.
I know, you're nothing like her. I told you I've been thinking about you a lot these last few days. For a while, I never thought I was going to inherit the company. I just thought I'd always be another mid-level employee. But then all of a sudden, my brother stepped down, and my dad made me start taking all these crazy hard business classes. So I had my regular duties and my studies to keep up with, and it was all really stressful. But you were there for me all the way through that.
Yep, I was.
You were with me back when you thought I was going to spend the rest of my life as an average guy making an average salary. You never thought I was going to run the company someday. And yet you always said that you'd be willing to support me, no matter what the future brings.
Yep, right again. I wasn't concerned with how high you climbed on the corporate ladder. I had my own job that I enjoyed, so I was even prepared to support you if you one day lost your job. CEO or custodian, it didn't matter to me. All I wanted was to have a big, happy family together with you, and I genuinely believed we could have that until you started going to hang out with Ellie every week. That made me suspicious, but even still, I thought that you would knock it off once we got married. Boy, was I ever naive to believe that. The day at the wedding, my mom told me something that really rang true. I wasn't supporting you. I was spoiling you. You saw me as nothing but a pet. You thought that you could do anything you wanted to me and that I would always love you anyway.
No, that's not true. I messed up, but I never thought that way about you. I was an idiot, and I'm never going to make the same mistake again. So please, can't we try and start again? I'll probably never inherit my dad's company, but as long as we're together, we can make it work, right?
Wrong. There is not a thing you can say or do to heal the wounds you've given me. So you can stop apologizing because I don't want to hear it. I'm honestly glad that I found out what a scumbag you were. If I had married you, my life would become a living hell. Colton kept pestering me by text after that, so I blocked him. His parents were 100% on my side, so they got him to agree to pay for the full cost of the wedding without me having to sue him. Fortunately, I managed to dodge a bullet by canceling the wedding. Ellie wasn't so lucky. After she and Colton divorced, she got so depressed by the whole thing that she contracted an actual disease. So she doesn't need to fake it anymore. But I don't feel sorry for her at all. Quite the contrary, this is a fitting punishment for the devious tactics she used to pull Colton away from me. As for myself, I'm currently back on the market and looking for a boyfriend. Thanks to my experience with Colton, I have a lot of red flags that I know to look out for now.